Hey guys, okay, I am back. I just did a reading, so maybe that reading will be uploaded before this one. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let's take advantage of my last day of vacation and try to get a reading for you guys. This is terrible actually because I don't have, of course, don't have any of my stuff at home. Maybe you can see the table. Just ignore my suitcase over there unpacking. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing really well this evening. I'm going to focus on, I felt like the last one was getting into some, I don't know, like a much larger and just an independent or individual situation, which is obviously that's what's needed. It would not have came through. So anyway, you can check that out. I feel like it might be talking maybe about the political, maybe, I don't know, the political, everything that's going on maybe politically right now, or maybe in our nation, and if you're in the US or even outside. Honestly, shit is popping off all over the world, really. So could have definitely been that. And a lot of people seem to be being called to action in a sense, and especially light workers and people that generally have just a higher understanding. They're a little more tuned in to not get caught up in the drama. So you may want to check that out if you feel like that's something that's been happening with you, because it definitely came out. Look, these cards are already flipping. Let me start again. I want to look at spirit for. I want to look at. I hate to read on, you know, I never really like reading on love, but I ended the last reading going, you know, maybe I'll focus on love. I'm trying to get away from all of this energy that seems to be rushing in. Yeah, okay, why am I hearing rubble? I don't know what that's about. Maybe this is about, maybe somebody, it's almost like finding, okay, something could actually be physically breaking down. Rubble could be what? I guess that could be from a building, oh God, a building collapsing. I don't know why I'm saying that. A building collapsing maybe, or even I guess it could be, what are those shocks that happen? Earthquakes, like an earthquake or something. There's usually rubble after that. I don't know why I feel like that. It could also just be someone tearing, maybe it's tearing down something. It could also be something that's being torn down and finding ourselves in the rubble. That kind of goes back to what I was just talking about in the last one as well, though. Okay, yeah. If you're relating to some of this, for I don't know why it's coming out tonight, but that might be something you want to take a look at and just see maybe if that relates to you. Definitely need to keep our head straight in these crazy times right there. Look at that. As I say it, the card of strength comes right out. There's a need to really do that. And I'm going to go into, I don't want to overlap in the energies here, but I feel like there's an element of that. You know, it is time to really tame the beast. It's really time to rein things in at this particular time for us, okay? For this collective specifically, because I know, obviously, I've dealt with you guys for a long time, if you're part of the normal collective anyway here. Okay, so we need to be out here. Well, first of all, we need to be seeking higher wisdom. We need to be tuning in. We need to be leading, I would say, with light, with diplomacy, things of that nature. That's where you're really going to access your strength. You know, that card is very much so about also taming the beast that is within. So again, it's easy to get caught up in everything that's going on. I might be talking to an empath here as well, because again, I feel like this energy is just coming out again. I'm trying to break from the last reading, but I feel like it's coming out again. So I want to talk about this on more of a personal level here. It is time for somebody here to rein something in, to be strong, I think, in a situation that you may actually be going through and enduring at this time. Even if you feel like you need to say something or want to say something in a situation, watch how you say it, or, why am I getting that? How you say it matters. Tone matters. So if you're trying to address something, just remember that here, because that's what's going to bring you this victory, right? Six of Wands energy here. That's what's going to bring you this victory, this respect that I feel like is actually due to you, which is so interesting here. I want you to look at this card. There's that lion again. Do you see this? There's that lion again. Okay, you're actually coming out in both of the cards. I could specifically be dealing with the Leo here, but oh wow, okay, definitely. Or it could just be showing me that this is who you are. You know, you've got to really tap into the nature of who you are. Don't let some, I think somebody here might be, don't fall prey is what I want to say. There's a work situation going on around this as well. It's almost like people may not want to see you rise, or they may feel like there's something that you're doing. Yeah, I feel like you are feeling this too. Now that to me is not a card of battle, but I'm picking that up intuitively. Somebody actually might feel like they're embattled around their work situation, or feeling like maybe people don't want to see them rise in some way. Look at all of these lions. There's a lion on all three of these cards. That is crazy. I almost want to relate that to your inner spirit as well. Okay, how strong you truly are. Understanding your place. Maybe that you're the king of the jungle. And the king of the jungle is not just, you know, ferocious. I mean, think about a lion. They're also very patient. They're always paying attention to what's going on. They choose when it's time to do something. And I feel like that's where your victory is going to come out of. So if you have a pressing situation, I feel like that's around you right now. I think Spirit is telling you, look, you need to rein it in a little bit. Make sure that you're paying attention to everything and just watch. Okay, you're going to know when the time is to actually strike in this situation. Again, Temperance card, I laid it down, didn't even think about it. But yeah, the Temperance card is all about patience, right? Patience. I also feel like there's a need here to put together a plan in a particular situation here, because this is also about alchemizing, right? I need to put together a plan. I need to really think about what I want. What is the outcome that I would like to have happen in this situation? In this situation. Okay, so wow, look at that. Yep, Tower. Yeah, what is the outcome? Well, I'm sure that's probably not the outcome. Something's about to shake things up. It's about to, oh yeah, oh God. Okay, so something is about to shake things up here. This is why Spirit is asking you. This is why you have so many lions here telling you to sit back, to watch, to observe in some way, to be patient. You may be waiting on something to end. Or you may be feeling like the bottom is about to fall out of something here. It's interesting that the next card is the Eight of Swords. Whatever this Tower is, and this is why you have to be so calm. This is why you need to be patient. I feel like in this particular situation, because this Tower might make you feel, that's the rubble, right? Oh, wow, the rubble. That's what we talked about going into the reading. Look at this. We said a building could be collapsing. Here we go. This could be the building here that's quite honestly collapsing, okay? Or maybe someone feels that. Of course, that could certainly just be metaphorical. It doesn't have to be literal, of course. Whatever it is, it's going to make you feel some kind of way here. I feel a lot of mental anguish that is actually coming from this. Oh wow. Okay, let's keep going. Spirit, what else? Somebody's preparing for something. Seven of Pentacles energy. Four of Swords. Okay. Four of Pentacles. Wow. This must just be the energy, because honestly, Queen of Pentacles, Justice, yeah. I think you feel like something is actually, something definitely has you questioning a lot of things here. Hang on 1 second, I got this lamp behind me. It's making some noise because I'm running into it with my big chair here. Okay. I think that somebody here is trying to be patient on a situation. Maybe they are watching, observing, waiting for something, waiting on the bottom to fall out in some sense. There was something here about rubble, of course, that came through intuitively. There may actually be some kind of accident. I feel like this could actually happen. There could actually physically be some kind of accident that's around you, or that you actually observe, or you're privy to in some way. Something here is making somebody here feel stuck, maybe in a situation. I feel almost like something, I don't know why I'm feeling like something is getting, somebody might feel like something is actually getting worse in their life. I want to submit to you. Okay, definitely go back and read that other, or watch the other reading if you like, because I think that a lot of this is in your mind. I talked in that reading about things inundating us right now, the energy, but also just social media and just complete biases and lies and gaslighting. I think that obviously if you're experiencing some of that, regardless of who's doing it around you, it's important to really go within and get centered and get a hold of that, is what I'm feeling here. Oh my God, I feel like I'm holding on to everything that I have here. Somebody could be going through a divorce, they could be experiencing some kind of job loss or something like that at this particular time, needing to get away, needing to kind of rest, needing to, maybe go through some kind of repose or something like that. But the problem is, I think you might feel like it's shaking your foundation in some way, shape, or form. There's also there's a shift here. It's almost like your comfort levels are being challenged in some way. So it might actually be around a job in some way. Yeah, but Spirit is saying that justice, there's some kind of justice that will happen around this situation. So maybe that's what you've been patient on. It's funny because Spirit started off saying, if you will just sit back, rein it in a little bit, just observe, don't jump in, don't attack. This is how you get your victory, right? And that's what I'm getting here. There's some kind of justice that is actually coming in. Yeah. Yeah, there's some kind of justice I feel like that is coming in for you. And here's the thing. I think that you have felt like some of you may actually be high up in a position, okay? So this might be a position that you've had. I feel like somebody might feel like they're falling from grace, or they're being challenged in some way that hasn't been beneficial, certainly hasn't been lucrative, because for some reason I feel like this is rocking someone's foundation to the core here. There is a rebalancing that's trying to happen. And so I want to say to you, don't focus on this. The Two of Swords in this particular one could definitely tell me that somebody here is at a crossroads, or maybe you might feel like you're at a crossroads. Maybe you feel like justice has also been blocked from you in some way as you're trying to do something here, as you're trying to make some kind of shift in your life or get something done. Let's keep going. All right, Spirit, go ahead. Yeah, this opposition is coming at you. You're trying to make something work is what I feel here. Trying to work together with someone. This could be just around your work life. That is definitely, that's the Three of Pentacles, of course. That could be about working. It could also be about working together and teamwork as well. I think you're just finding that difficult with whatever this is that's around you, getting things to come together, getting a sense of teamwork here. Maybe you're feeling some level of division too, especially with this Nine of Wands energy. But that could also tell me that you're feeling a bit tired, exhausted, wounded even. Like the battle it just continues on in some way. Yeah, you got to take a reprieve here. So you may be finding yourself at a time where you need to just take a step back. It's like the card of Hangman here. I need to sit down. I need to sit this one out for a minute. I need to get or gain a different perspective. Yeah, look at this. I need to gain a different perspective. This could actually be around a family situation, or this could just be telling me to get back to some sense of emotional fulfillment, or to reach some sense of emotional fulfillment here. Okay, interesting that these are coming out. So we have the Ten of Cups and we have the Lovers here, which is an interesting dynamic. This could definitely be in a relationship. It could certainly be in a marriage as well. Somebody could feel like somebody has actually just pulled the rug out from under them in some way, shape, or form here. I feel like I want to hold on to what I have here, but I really need to think this through. Somebody here could actually be amidst or in the middle, I feel like, of some kind of divorce or separation of some sort. And this is what putting this person at the crossroads. I also feel like somebody here is really very stubborn as well. It's important to be a bit more open, not be so hard lined on, my way or the highway, because that's not going to work. Okay, especially not to get you to this Ten of Cups and to this Lover's card here. Yeah, you got to rethink your strategy, whatever it is that you're doing here. It's interesting because if I'm actually talking about a relationship, I feel like somebody needs to kind of change stuff, okay? Maybe change the way that they're behaving, maybe even change some of the choices that they're making when it comes to their relationships here. If you want something better, if you want something happier, if you want something that is lasting and fulfilling. So if you're a person that has generally just went after maybe looks, I mean, you can obviously have that as well. Attraction, things of that nature. I think it's just so much more than that, though. I might actually be dealing with someone here that is accustomed to getting what they want, but they're just not finding a lot of fulfillment in it. Yeah, because what you really want is something deeper. I can see it right here. So Ten of Cups is beautiful, right? It's complete emotional fulfillment. You want to be satisfied on levels that aren't just physical. Alright, Spirit, what else? Let me change these. I want to get another. Let's look at Mystic Dreams for a moment. Emotional, going deeper, intense focus. That's what this is. Somebody might be revamping, looking into maybe the way that things have turned out in their life. Especially if you're currently in the middle of a breakup, or if something has actually come in and actually caused this tower in your life, in your breakup. If it's at work, it could be just around your relationships, things like that. You know, what actually makes me happy? You know, what makes me feel emotionally fulfilled in some way? And it's going to take this. It's going to take a deeper dive, going deeper to kind of, you know, really intense focus, as the card says, to gain, I feel like, some insights as to what's been kind of driving the ship here. Like, what has been happening? I just talked about somebody being very stubborn and kind of hardcore, I think, in their beliefs or the way that they do things, but that's not working. And then, honestly, that could definitely be a defense mechanism as well, but that's not working. That's not going to get you to this Ten of Cups. It's not going to happen. So, again, this is part of this revamping, and this makes me feel good. You know, is this a card telling you this is what you need to do, or is this where we're at with this Hangman energy? I think you're going to get here anyway, if you're not already, to where you are starting to question these things. Yeah, the things that made you happy before, I don't feel like are doing it right now. Yeah, look at this. You're going through some kind of growth of your own here. So there is a lot of wisdom, I feel like, that's being provided to you if you want to open up and take it, right? There's a lot of learning that can happen here. Some may feel that relationships at this time, it's not even what they're looking for. Maybe they're thinking about, you know, the Ten of Cups, what makes me happy. Maybe figuring out what my own spiritual purpose is here. I don't know. I feel like an aligning, though, of two people. That's the thing. I feel like two people are actually going to align through this. So whatever is being shifted and changed here is actually going to be a magnet to pull someone else in here. Yeah, moving along well. Around the job front too, you could find that there's some kind of opportunity, or in this particular situation, to maybe to grow, to be more abundant, to find something new if you're getting out of a situation around work or marriage or something like that, that's going to help you to really grow. There's some opportunity that's coming up. With a fish here, we know that fish can represent money and finances and abundance as well. Okay, a door can certainly be opening up for that. Spirit is saying it's very important at this time to really tune in, though. Okay, you need to be seeing the truth. All right, this card is about eyes being wide open. I can actually see things. So again, going back to the last reading, is all about clearing out the clutter, in a sense, right? Somebody might be coming up from the debris. They may feel like, shit, I've been through a lot, and now I have to dig myself out of this hole. But the hole and this debris and everything that has happened here has been to serve a larger purpose here, to wake someone up. Yeah, to wake someone up. And in some ways, it is going to be absolutely to your own ways, to the ways that maybe you see things, the ways that you do things, or the way that you moved, or even what your, you move in life, or what your expectations are. And are they even reasonable, you know? Because a lot of times our own conditioning, obviously, that is what comes up with our expectations. That's what creates them, right? And I feel like somebody here has not been that fair for some reason. I don't know what this is about here, but somebody that I'm talking to here has not been very fair with those expectations. It's a very hard line. I'm a hard liner. Like what I say, that's what it is. And if you don't, it's you're either with me or you're against me. It's that kind of attitude. And it could have very well affected not only romantic relationships, I think also personal relationships. So the good news is I feel like someone is now beginning to really question everything, because they know what they really want is to have something good, complete emotional fulfillment, a love that endures in some way, partnerships that endure. It is going to take some diving in, though, I feel like, and going deeper and being willing to open up and to learn and really to deal with things as well, even thoughts. Again, ideologies, things that have maybe conditioned that thought process. Yeah. Spirit said it's time to pull the weeds out. It's time to refurbish things, okay? Refurbish your home, right? Your home. So your body, your mind, your soul, right? Timing is here. It's showing me a clock that tells me that time is of the essence. And we need that anyway, right? Even in the Bible, it talks about pruning, right? We need to prune, right? So that things can grow and be beautiful, right? And be abundant. And that's what somebody here really needs. And they may be feeling the pressure here with the clock as it comes to time, as it relates to time, but you don't need to do that. I think what you have to do is just focus on the goal here and doing the work and changing a few things, and also getting clear about what you want, because I feel like there's been a story here going back and forth. Well, I don't need that. I don't really want that. I'm better off without that. And hence, you're getting all these mixed results here because you're not very clear about what you're trying to create here. So somebody is going through a transition here, and I feel like you have the opportunity here that's being just laid in front of you, mostly due to you shifting, you changing in some way, shape, or form. That's going to allow you to bring in a different result in your life. But make sure the changes are real. I'll say that too, because if they're not genuine, you'll just slide back into the same habits, the same ways of thinking. You'll never keep anyone good that way. Yeah, righter. Okay. So there could be some, yeah, and that's interesting because we saw over here too the Ten of Cups and the Lovers. Somebody is going to be tested, is what I want to say. You might have a message coming in some way. You might have a new arrival that comes into your life. Oh, watch that though. See? Ouch. I'm glad we're pulling cards here. Look at that. Second one is deceit. Yeah, be careful. Okay, so that is the test. That is the test. Don't get ahead of yourself because you feel like time is ticking, and maybe okay, well, this feels right, this feels good in the moment. I think this is something I can settle down with or jump into or something like that, because Spirit is saying whatever's coming into your life very shortly here could be deceptive. Okay, we actually see a snake here. I see Aquarius, Scorpio, and Virgo, by the way, but this is not going to be what you're looking for. Somebody here could be talking to you. See, you're looking for forever. You're looking for longevity. You're looking for deep roots that are actually going to go somewhere, but it doesn't appear that that's what this is. This is one of the hardest parts about changing in some sense. If you're not really tuning in, remember what I said a minute ago, for whatever reason, things come out for a reason, right? And I said make sure that you're sincere with what you're doing, because if not, you'll just revert backwards You will never fool spirit. Okay? You can fool people some of the time, okay, but you're never going to fool spirit, all right? And so if you're still operating from that place that I keep talking about, whoever I'm talking to here, whoever it applies to, and you're going to keep getting the same kind of results that you've gotten. Maybe you've dealt with snakes, maybe you've dealt with deceitful people, maybe you've been that way a little bit yourself if this applies. Okay, but you're trying to turn a corner here, and spirit desperately wants that. And I can see what you want is going to require you to actually turn this corner as well. I don't know why I heard lying to yourself. Okay, so make sure that you're not lying to yourself, and make sure you're also not trying to fit a square peg into a round hole here, okay? Just because you want some kind of result over here, but it may not be the right time or the right person here. Yeah, some kind of change is definitely needed, I feel like, to get to that sweetness. Maybe you'll meet someone when you are on vacation or something like that, or traveling, or even someone who is at a distance, okay? I think this person actually could bring some kind of sweetness or cooperation for you. And mind you, this could just be about relationships in general. It doesn't have to be about romance, but the shift is happening within you, and that's what you need to understand here. I have Aries energy and more Virgo as well. Yeah, I feel like you can get those sweet results that you really, I feel like somebody's actually yearning for that, okay? I feel like those are there for the taking. It's just a matter of using good discernment, not being pulled back into old ways or old directions. Just because either you don't want to be alone, or because you feel like, okay, well, I have this little bit of, a lot of people just jump right into relationships and then they blow up so quick because you don't know the person. And that could very well be what this situation is. I also feel for some of you that are actually successful, you may find that people or someone here is actually jealous of your success. It's very difficult to have a relationship like that as well. So that could be part of the issue, especially if you're competing. All right, Spirit, what else? Yeah, hidden shadows. Venture into dark memory where light can heal. I love this. Acknowledge the pain. Acknowledge the pain. That is that hangman energy for me. Okay, there's some hidden shadows that have been the driving force behind a lot of this stuff, behind the relationships. Again, albeit romantic, familial, whatever. Okay, between, the shadows around just being so proud, I think, and headstrong and not willing to bend, and so hard. Some light is trying to get here. It says venture into the dark memory where light can actually heal you. Some light is definitely trying to get in, to create an opening here, an awareness here, okay, so that you can begin to heal that, so that you can get to that actual result. But it does take a deep dive, I feel like, from you here. Yeah, you got to be able to see the truth. Somebody here is getting definitely a new beginning. They may feel like they've had to crawl out from up underneath the rubble here of everything being destroyed, but that was for your own good. Okay, Spirit, what else? One more thing. Amidst chaos, find your anchor in past experience. Rise above the turmoil. I'm telling you. Yeah, things are changing, things are shifting. I would probably put out here, let's just change our perspective just a little bit. If you are currently in this rubble position, or feel like you are, or you're suffocating, or your kingdom has been torn down in some way, Spirit is saying you have to rise above it. You gotta change that mindset. We gotta get into how this actually happened in the first place. Address these shadows, allow the light in so that you can actually heal. Okay, but so that you can also shift. We want to shift the energy, we want to shift the frequency, so that we're actually inviting good things into our life this time, better experiences. So we're allowing ourselves to really see things clearly without just staying in things consistently and repetitively for, decades sometimes, right? Because that's not of value to you. And don't just let anyone in your life either. This is one of the hardest things when we're healing. Sometimes people will just let people, come in. They don't recognize them because they're still in their own healing, their own healing. Always pray even for discernment, for the spirit of discernment, so that you're able to see things very clearly. So I'm going to look at what the outcome is going to be. Spirit, what will the outcome be for the collective if they follow this? I see there's a sweetness here. All right, sexy. What will the outcome be? I think you'll be feeling good about yourself. I think you're going to be feeling attractive and very, most importantly, I think you're going to feel very confident and accomplished. Look at this. Couple, and I think you're going to meet your match is what I'm getting here, and that's going to be beautiful. And I think this can be a very powerful love, even a soulmate love here that is actually coming in. For some of you, it could be somebody who's actually coming back, or someone that feels like you've known them for a long time. It's interesting. So in this particular dynamic, I guess this could also be people that have had to break apart to come into alignment in some way. Maybe you knew this person before. Maybe it was even in passing, or maybe you were friends in some way. And now you're both in alignment with one another. Interesting. Okay. Well, I think the time is definitely coming. I think the opportunity is going to present itself. I would make sure, I guess that you're ready. Yeah, okay. All right, that's what I have for you guys. Let me know if it resonates. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.